What's good, family? It's your boy Just Blaze, host of the best NBA pod in the game, Above the Rim. Keep it locked each week and join myself and a special guest as we tackle the latest rumblings in the league. If it's happening in the NBA, you know I got you covered. Make sure you subscribe on all platforms and leave that 5-star review. Let's get it.
Why should somebody believe Carmelo Anthony when he says that?
Because I'm speaking my truth, right? And I never do this. I never speak out about this. I'm not begging, but I feel like it's too many narratives about Carmelo Anthony, but not coming from the horse's mouth. And that's when I start to get, I'm like, yo, like it's too many people speaking. Mm-hmm. Like it's too many people speaking on my name, and I don't like that.
And the second question is...
Well, me?
Oh. I guess that answers that part.
I mean, I don't know where that started, where that came from. Hey, P, they said I got to come off the bench.
Talk about it.
You are now tuned in to Above the Rim.
Family. Welcome to another edition of Above the Rim, episode 103. Brought to you, as always, by your honorable host, Justin, a.k.a. Just Blaze. Best NBA pod in the game. You already know. And this time is no different. Joining me this episode,
week. You ain't even got to get into the names. Just squad.
Talk about it.
The squad is here. The family is here. My man Damo and my man Melo Reem is here.
I'm here, man. Jerseyed up, too.
Dedicated fan over there.
With the Melo Syracuse jersey on. Damo.
National champs.
Is he playing around right now?
He ain't playing. I'm a little intimidated right now.
Yeah, you better be. Come on, man.
Oh, man, I tell you, fam, this is going to be a very interesting episode right here. And let's get all the pleasantries out the way. As always, you can find Above the Rim anywhere you listen to podcasts. iTunes, Stitcher, Google, Spotify, YouTube, lineups.com. To get in contact with me, you can hit me up and follow me on Twitter at JustBlaze_513. That's JUSBLAZE_513. On IG, JustBlaze513. On Facebook, search Above the Rim Podcast. Email the show as well. Above the Rim NBA Podcast at gmail.com. Call up, talk about it line.
Talk about it.
Leave those voicemails, and I know y'all gonna want to leave some voicemails after this one right here. After we get through this Melo talk.
Voicemails or hate mails?
Hate mails.
Please do. Put my name in it, too.
Send the smoke.
All of it.
All of it to Reem's way. 908-718-1592. And fellas, let's get right into it, man. Before we get into the main topic, current events, Zion I wanted to talk about a little bit. Zion Williamson, I noticed this, it was headlining news lately. He signs with Jordan brand over Nike, over Adidas, over Puma, over who else? What else? Anta. What else? Ling Lang is the other one out there.
Ling Ling.
Under Armour.
or the generic 2K brand.
Them generics.
That you could customize. Damo knows about that pretty well.
Wow.
So he signs up with Jordan brand. Fellas, smart move, the right move. Reem, I'm going to start with you. So what do you think about Zion signing to Jordan brand over Nike originally?
I never liked any players signing with Jordan.
Oh, you don't like it?
Nah, the brand was okay. It was decent, but I never seen him as stepping out of Jordan's shadow when it come to like actual sneakers, like you know, like as a player with a signature shoe. I never seen
None
it
of them were really that good, if you're being honest.
Melo had like one or two, maybe.
They were not rockable.
Nah, definitely not. Maybe the PEs, like the
PEs were solid.
But they were more off the
colorways
type of things. Like I kind of wanted him to be the first actual LeBron soldier athlete. Because they're kind of like the same size, build, structure, and you know what I'm saying? And that would have took a different moniker, different direction for him. But he left a lot of money on the table.
A lot of money on the table.
Because I seen Puma did offer him 15 with $3 million in incentives per year.
How much did he sign for Jordan? Was it way less?
It was
10 mil?
7 years, $75 million.
Oh, it's around like 10 mil a year.
Yeah. And then Ling Yang, they offered him 19 with a mil in incentives on top.
I'm not
of
mad
that.
at him for leaving that one on the table. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but I kind of like the Puma look. Because, like, believe it or not, Puma's doing a lot. And they gaining traction really quick.
They are, with Jay-Z on board.
And I think, you know,
Giannis
him having his own silhouette with an own brand that's kind of like stepping into the lane of sneakers might have been perfect, man.
I got some comments to that, but Dom, I'm gonna let you go. So what were your thoughts on Jordan Brand, Nike, right move, smart move? You agree?
I mean, you know, when you're a young athlete like Zion, I mean, signing a shoe deal with anybody is good.
True.
For him, is good. But, you know, as a fan of, you know, sneakers, you know, the look, Jordan, when he signs these players, they never really have like you said, a rockable shoe.
Yeah.
They don't really
None
tend
of
to
them are
look good.
rockable.
The only ones I can remember that was actually rockable was maybe some of Melo's sneakers and maybe some.
Those were not rockable.
The
There was about one
CP3s
or
were bad.
two.
The
I was
5.5s was decent, and then he had
To
the
rock?
It was decent.
for the mediocre
Stop lying.
for the mediocre people that like to rock. You know, like you know,
the Melo
you remember
tools
the
is
chick
hard.
that wore the Boeings back then?
Boy, if you don't get hold up, the Melo 2s was alright.
No, none of
2s alright. The Denver Nugget 2s. Yeah, you tripping.
I gotta say,
Rockable.
No, I'd rock those.
when it comes to sneakers, you got certain.
maybe I gotta see the
You
Melo
got
too.
people that's in tiers that of rocking sneakers. You got people that rock the retros, then you got the mediocres, and then you got the people that just can't afford. You know,
some big baller brands.
Yeah, some big baller brands. You know, so you know, when you got a signature shoe, when you as a player signed under Jordan, you're gonna be in that mediocre kind of class.
And that's
It's a
why
hit or miss.
you see, I feel you on that.
Always a miss when it comes to look.
True. I hear what you're saying. And Melo. Okay, all right. Reem just showed me the Melo tunes. Those are not bad. Okay.
No,
All right.
but that
I don't
was count
a
those
retro
because
of the
that's
Jordan twos,
exactly.
though.
I don't count that. I'm talking about like
Own silhouette.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
But
Like
see,
Vin Baker, his was okay.
it was. But
you
you
know?
see, the fact.
Eddie Jones.
But the fact that we're saying this, all of these other guys that we're naming, they weren't on Jordan Brand. So they want other brands that actually, like on Nike, like on Adidas or whatever the case may be, and they had their own signature shoe line, but they had their own look, and it was a different feel. Like even right now, PG-13 has one of the hottest sneakers in the game for basketball players right now. But I don't feel like he should have a top 5 sneaker, top 3 sneaker in the game. You get what I'm saying?
Right, because he's with Nike, and Nike, which is why I think Zion would have been good going to Nike because he probably would have had
liked
a
him on
nice,
Nike.
likable shoe somebody would like to rock.
And they would give him a better logo.
Right. But to ride off of what Reem was saying, you know, Puma could have been pretty good too because, like he said, they are kind of gaining traction. And then with them trying to make a comeback, Zion could have been the face.
Out the roof.
But is Puma for the youth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see
You know,
all
these kids is rocking anything. The Yeezys, I'm not a fan of the
Yeezys
Yeezys.
are not Pumas.
No, but you don't see the new Pumas coming out with all these new colorways and all this stuff.
I saw one that was solid, but I haven't been seeing a lot on the streets.
Like the ones,
that.
the
Probably
ones,
be out there.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the ones I seen Ayton wearing, I would rock those.
I don't know. He got Pumas?
He's with
Yeah.
Puma. He got.
I don't remember
Aiden.
what Aiden has. This
I think Bagley is with Puma.
Yeah.
I know Rudy Gay is with Puma.
Isn't DeMarcus Cousins with Puma too?
DeMarcus.
Yeah, they got
Danny
a lot of-
Green is with Puma.
Yeah, they got a lot of big, bulky dudes.
Yeah. I mean, so Puma actually would have been solid. With they would have put a lot of backing behind them.
That and they support the lifestyle. Like,
Yes.
as far as like off the court, they give you a different look. Where like, you know, certain guys you get signed to somebody like Reebok. What the hell are you wearing off the court?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That is
Besides
true.
some questions or something like that.
Yeah. Before we move on from Zion, are we happy to see him game 1 opening night 2019-2020 season? We
Of
happy
course.
about that?
I'm happy all
For
together.
game 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, me, it don't move me left or right with this girl. I want to see something. All of this hype for him to play a half and get hurt. He's too fat.
But I mean, he does have to. They said he has to get in better shape.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, and they said, "Oh, Rodney Ross." This guy.
Come on, man.
I forgot he called Reem. Reem has it out for Zion right
I
now.
don't have it out. It's just that, you can't become the biggest hype and be the second heaviest player and you a tweener. It's a lot of ifs with
He is
this
a
guy.
tweener. But with that being said, I think next year, I don't think he's going to win Rookie of the Year, but I do believe his numbers will be like 18 and 7, 2 assists. I see Zion giving 18 and 7. With a point guard like Lonzo, I think they have a couple of playmakers on there. Drew can help out as well. Ingram is a solid playmaker. I think he'll score pretty well, and I think he'll get you 18 and 7 next year.
I'm going 12 and 8 from him.
So disrespectful.
12?
12 and 8, and he'll probably miss about 20 games.
I could see him missing some games.
So we'll see.
We'll see. So family, it's an interesting time right now. I didn't get the fellas on last week because I didn't want to have another episode of them back to back. So I brought my boy Akeem on here and we talked about Philadelphia 76ers, 9 hours. That would have been a nice episode for you, Damo. I know you're
I was agreeing all the way with my homeboy over there.
I know you're a big Joel Embiid fan.
It was
He knows what he's talking about.
I was locked in. That was definitely a good episode.
Yeah,
though.
shout out to my man, Akeem, man. But yeah, so we briefly touched on it last episode, but we had to touch on it again because we had a resident. This is Above the Rim podcast is the home for Melo Reem, melodrama for Hoodie Reem, for Beanie Reem, pedestrian Melo.
Stop playing with me, man. Let's get into this, man.
So Melo, as we know, went on First Take. I'm sure everybody knows. He had an interview with Stephen A. talking about how the Rockets did him dirty, how they told him they no longer needed his services after they let him go after 10 games. And Melo's basically doing some damage control, trying to plead his case to have him come back in the league, have him come back into the NBA. Some people have been saying he's been blackballed. Some people have just been saying he can't adapt. And there's a lot of interesting narratives going on around with Carmelo Anthony and surrounding his return coming into the league. So I definitely want to discuss that. We're going to get into that. But let's play a little bit of a clip from Melo about what he said about his tenure with the Rockets.
So when you say it's deeper than basketball, be specific. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, that at my point at that time, that's what I was feeling. Like, yo, this is deeper than basketball. Obviously, this was... I was on a 10-game trial period. Like, this is not something that just happened. Right? This is something that's been talked about over these first 10 games of the season.
Did Chris Paul feel the same way?
Once I talked to him, I talked to him. Like, I called him right away. I called him and I called James right away. And I said, look, just keep it 100 with me. Like, did you know anything about it? Because if you know anything about this, then me and now our friendship is on the line. So you got to just keep it honest with me. You're like, nah, I ain't know anything about this. And James told me the same thing.
Do you believe? I know how tight you are with Chris Paul. I do not know your relationship with James Harden, but even though CP3 is still a baller, we all know who the star of the Houston Rockets is.
Right.
It's James Harden. And if James Harden, one would surmise that if James Harden wants you on the Houston Rockets, you would be on the Houston Rockets. People are at least going to assume that that's the kind of power he has. Is that how you feel? That if James Harden wanted you on the team, you would be there?
I never spoke to James about this. So I can't, I would never jump the gun. I would never make that assumption. I had a one-on-one heart-to-heart with CP in my room, 1 o'clock in the morning. Looked him in his eye, he looked me in my eyes and told me, yo, bro, like I would never do something like that to you. I take that, right? That with me and him, it goes deeper than basketball. So for him to sit there and really feel the pain that I was going through at that moment, like being very vulnerable at that moment, I honestly could say that I don't think he knew anything about it.
So that was some interesting comments there from Melo regarding his situation with the Rockets. And I hope y'all heard the snakeage that he said within those comments there. Notice that he said he spoke to Chris Paul. Notice that he said he called James Harden. Did he ever say he spoke to James Harden? Nope. He only said that he spoke to Chris Paul, had a heart-to-heart with him in the room after the Rockets let him go, which I feel like is a terrible look upon management, front office of the Houston Rockets. And I don't think it's a great look on James Harden because we've seen instances now of him not being able to get along with his teammates. And a lot of his teammates have had pretty tumultuous, very loud exits. I'm noticing a lot of his teammates have been having. So I noticed a little bit of that with Melo when he said he called James Harden, and Stephen A tried to inch into it a little bit and say, hey, one would surmise that if James Harden wanted you on the Rockets, he went to front office and said, Maury, nah, don't get rid of Melo. Trust me, we'll make it work. We'll get it together. That they would have said, oh, no problem, James. You got it. If that's what you want, no problem, you got it. So we noticed it's been a little bit of lack of communication there from both sides. And to me, that is a major problem. So Dom, I'm gonna start with you. So what was your reaction to Melo on First Take with Stephen A? What were your thoughts?
I mean, well, initially when I finished listening to the interview, my take from it was, this was a little too late. I felt like, Melo should have did this interview from time he was in New York, because
from back then?
Yeah, because the league is just, they got the wrong perspective of Melo. You know what I mean? Him not addressing stuff himself allowed the media to take stuff and run with it and run with it and run with it. And now he's got this cloud over him as, Hoodie Melo. You know what I mean? Hoodie Melo. You know what I'm saying? Like you just heard him in the interview. He said, he called Chris Paul, and he was like, yo, look, keep it 100 with me.
Yeah.
Our friendship is on the line.
Yeah, it sound like you gave him an
I might slap you up real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's what the league. That's what the league is looking at him like that. You know what I'm saying? Had he had done this before, and let the world know that he's ready to be pedestrian Melo, things could have. He wouldn't be being blackballed right now, as to say. You know what I mean? So. That was my take from it. I mean, but other than that, when you got guys like Luke Mute, Ryan Hollins having long tenures in the NBA.
Don't throw the Prince into this.
What's going on? These dudes average. Ryan Hollins averaged what, like 3 points, and he been in the league. He been in the league more 10 plus seasons. Luke Mute averaged about 5 points. He been in the league. He was in the league last year, matter of fact. He didn't play.
Damo, don't do this.
But you mean to tell me a GM in the league would not want Melo on his team?
It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So it's definitely big. It's something, I don't know what it is, but it's something bigger than basketball. But I like I said, after the interview, I felt like he should have done this years ago, so the league would have a different perspective of Melo, and he wouldn't be going out the way he is right now.
Melo Reem, my brother, because I know Melo Reem was tuned in. You remember we got the group chat going on, and when we knew Melo, I'm calling you Melo. Reem let us know Melo was having this interview on First Take, and he said, I'm locked in. And he was locked into this. So I gotta get, what was your first initial thoughts after you watched the interview with Melo?
When I first seen it, to be honest with you, I was hurt. I think he conducted himself well, but like you said, it was a little bit too late because the media was able to steer the narrative on him, which ultimately is controlling the direction of his career right now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But like, as far as his production wise, they built a lot of stuff on him. It's kind of like a cast right now that he can't shake off. Because what he was good at, ultimately, they deem that as outdated. But who doesn't need points in the NBA? Who doesn't need a scorer in the NBA? So when he said it's bigger than basketball, there's people in the NBA with contracts right now that couldn't throw a ball in the ocean, but they have jobs. And he can't find a job. He just wants to hoop. I think the NBA more wanted to demoralize him. When you are an agent star like he was, and you made $27 million last year, the higher ups don't like that. We're putting you in a category, but you're still making.
So in other words, sorry to cut you off. You're trying to say they're trying to make an example of him.
Not an example, but they want to bring him down to the level where he is realistically.
So they want his money to match his production? Is what you're trying to say?
I think they want Melo to mentally match where he is with his career.
Okay. Want him to realize that
you're
he has taken a step back
type of player. But
you need to humble yourself, basically.
When I made 27 last year, it's like, what can you really tell me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that is crazy. Melo did make $27 million last year playing 10 games.
So they're not going to say that aesthetic, but as far as production, like I made a list over here. And they deemed him as a bad locker room guy, and
which was wrong too.
He's a distraction with the whole USA thing, and like it didn't make sense to me. So then I looked the other morning I woke up, I said, man, let me see if my man got a job. I seen Michael Beasley get signed.
Beasley. Well, he went to Detroit, right?
He went to Detroit. Let me just read off his career stats.
He got suspended too.
Listen, dog, his career stats. 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, 1.3 assists. Last year with the Lakers, he got another shot. Being one of the highest draft picks, he averaged 7 points, 2.3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Mind you, he just got signed, right? He won't be able to play for the first 5 games for substance abuse. This is not the first time. In 2013, he was suspended for weed. He's suffering the 5 games he got to give back now. He got arrested for weed possession in 2011. If that's not a character issue, what is it?
Yeah, he's losing his marbles.
But he has a job. He has a job. They got dudes like Jabari Parker. He admittedly saying like, listen, nobody plays defense in the NBA.
Yeah.
He has a job. And he's not even great at what he's supposed to be a scorer.
He's supposed to be the baby Melo, technically.
He averages 15 a game. Let's go to Melo. Melo is a career 24-point average. Walking dead. You know that he could score the ball. Last year, when he 10 games in, he still averaged 13.5. That's not helpful for any team today.
And he was top 3 in the league in post-up possessions.
So nobody needs that? I'm just saying.
I agree with you. And then it's another jab that he can't even get on the USA team.
That was just disrespectful.
I feel like that was all fake and phony though. Like I'm not feeding into that. Like I don't.
He came out and said that.
That what it was fake.
The guy, the guy that runs. What's his name?
Colangelo.
He came out and said that signing Melo would be a distraction.
Yeah,
but did Melo really want to go there though?
I think Melo really asked. Like,
because
he did that? So many players were falling out. He was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't know he asked.
Like, if you need somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? How could you decline? How could you decline the man? And he's
the all-time leader.
Every category, down the list.
That's crazy.
Points, rebounds, field goal percentage, medals, like the most decorative.
And in a sense, you will be giving him a chance to showcase that he still got it.
And he told him that he needs to showcase this on the NBA level, that he might be a distraction. Nobody wants to play for you.
But it's crazy. I think the only place that he can realistically go to, or the type of executive that would like take him in, would have to be an old school level of thinking type of executive, like a Pat Riley, maybe like a Elton Brand. It's not necessarily old school, but he still has that kind of that 2000s mentality. You get what I'm saying? So he'll still. I think he might still look at Melo as a valuable player. Like there's certain executives, like if Magic was still in LA, I would think the Lakers are an option. But I don't feel like the Lakers are an option anymore. Realistically,
come on, just even if he's not valuable on the court, he's got to be at least valuable off the court.
I think so.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe
in the locker room, are you kidding me? Like this dude's been in the league how many years? You mean to tell me he couldn't be a great mentor for somebody coming up?
He definitely is, because of players. He's still
players are coming to him now for mentorship. Kuzma,
Donovan Mitchell was over there.
Mitchell, come on, man.
Jared Dudley got a job.
He actually cried for that job too.
He averages 4.9 points.
He's what we used to call back in the days a wide open.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I can't say that word right now.
Players like Wilson Chandler just got another contract.
Wilson Chandler's solid.
He averaged 6 points last year.
Garrett Temple got signed to a squad.
Dog, man. He averaged 6 points and 4 rebounds. In 13 games, Melo averaged 13 and 5. Come on now.
But listen, honestly, he realistically is only going to get in a spot in the league wherever Chris Paul is. Let's keep it real right now.
Is that even gonna? Can we even rely on that? Is that gonna happen?
We can rely on it. No. You can't rely on it.
I wouldn't rely on it.
You can't rely on it? No. But he can make a reference, I believe, with a guy like Pat Riley. because you also have D Wade over there also vouching, and Melo is really good for the young guys though. They got some young pieces over there.
You gun ho on CP3 in Miami, ain't you?
He's all in. He's all
He
in.
is all in right now.
Chill, OKC Thunder. Chill, I'm a Rockets fan.
This was really disturbing for me though. Like to really watch this go down.
Yeah,
It's like this is the first time I'm really seeing, like, you know, besides when Mike retired and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Then he came back and then left and then came back. But like to see a play that I grew up with watching and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
actually
that
understood,
hurts.
It's like, damn, like it's dudes that I know can't score for nothing, getting 80 million.
yeah.
And it's
That is
just
true.
it's just crazy to me. Like, and you did say like him being in the right system and whatever. And Earl Watson did come out and say like Melo was always a great teammate to him, and he might benefit from a pop or a
Pop would be nice.
he might be good at LA.
Let me tell you, you know what I think the problem is right now with Melo, why I think teams are shying away from him? Because they feel like if they bring him in as the 8th man in the rotation, 9th man in the rotation, that he's the type of person that feels like I can't just fit into the scheme of what I'm doing. You guys have to do a little bit something extra when I come on the floor. Like maybe call me a play or two.
But why not though? Why not?
But think about how many 8th, 9th man rotation really can come in the game and say, yo, run me a play. Whoever the point guard is. And the point guard will listen. Think about, say for instance, he was on I'm going to just start a random team, like the Jazz. Dante Exum is bringing the ball up the floor right now. If you, yo, Dante, give me the rock. You think Dante's going to tell somebody like Melo no? But think about it if it was somebody like Derek Favors asking for a touch. Would he wouldn't necessarily say, all right, let me give it to you. He would think about it, like, is that the right move? But if Melo was asking for the rock and you got a young guy bringing it up just because he's Melo.
For respect.
All for respect is what I'm trying to say. That's why I think some GMs may shy away from it. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I think that's like a major piece of it. That's why I say he can only be on certain rosters that need a scorer.
On a veteran yeah.
roster.
All right.
A veteran kind of core roster.
Yes.
For that scenario, right? I think Melo never got the chance to be great and featured as he aged, as the scorer. Like, all right, you're going to come off the bench. We're not going to decoy you. We're not going to make you a scheme. We're going to give you a few touches. I just need you to heat up between 12 to 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. Get crazy. You got Lou Williams comes in. Lou Williams has a documentary right now. He said, listen, I don't care what you got. I'm getting 20 shots tonight. Mm-hmm. But they let him do that because they know he's a microwave. Put Melo in a situation. You got a defender next to him, and he's the microwave. Just get hot, get us some points, keep the ball rolling, and then you'll step out.
But Melo can't penetrate, though. That's the difference. He can't handle the ball in that way, the way Lou Will does. They control the offense, play make.
Just give him a point guard. Just give him a decent backup.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, you have to call a play for him. You're saying exactly what I was just saying.
Yeah, I'm saying put him in a position like that.
Yeah, but you have to do that. You see what you're saying it again? Putting him in a position to do that. Why can't he just ease into it? Get the ball when you get the ball. Post up if it's open. If you got a mismatch, post up. Otherwise, stand on the corner spot. Can he do that? I think he can.
That's the fourth or fifth option on the first team. Because now you don't have your first and your second scorer in the game anymore. Mm-hmm. Now that's my role coming in. You're giving me the role as I'm taking part of scoring in the second unit.
Well, he's hopeful to get that role.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think that would be...
You're saying he never got that chance.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
He came in and he was the third and the fourth option.
Yeah. He didn't get a chance to be that microwave scorer off the bench.
Just give him a chance to do that. Because I think, if anything, he can still do that. Because what's the highest scoring off the bench last year?
Lou Will
at what, 20 a game, something
I think
like
he had like 20 a game, yeah.
Like that's nothing for him. If he get hot, he got fired just after dropping 28 off the bench.
Which I was at, by the way.
But that's why I go back into the whole, the whole Hoodie Melo thing. Like, I just feel like these higher ups,
Yeah, they might be scared of the entity.
They might be scared of him. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
They don't want to, like you said, like he was saying all throughout the interview, it was basically more like a communication issue. even in OKC, the communication was off. Nobody communicated things to him, and he just wanted to play ball. He just wanted to be Melo.
Listen, before we go too far, Daniel Murray, whatever, he's a sucker.
Who's that?
For the Rockets, he's a sucker.
Oh, Daryl Morey?
Daryl Morey. We touched on him in the snake season. He's a sucker. For somebody who's always on
Sucker
Twitter,
season?
He's always on Twitter. He always talking crazy. He responds to everything. Melo comes out and says, he tapped on his window like, yo, and the services are no longer needed.
I didn't like that.
Like what type of game?
Exactly,
they
because he didn't want to deal with the hoodie Melo. But like I said, if Melo had put this interview out years ago, that situation probably could have went different. He probably would approach him and be like, "Hey, Melo, look, it is bad business. It is bad business, but who's to say he would have approached Melo and be like, all right, you know what? Look, things is not working out. I don't want to let you go, but this is what I need you to do." And then you see Melo was saying, yo, if they would have needed me to change something, he would have did it. So
but he said
it could have been a whole nother different situation.
He said he asked him, what can we do here?
Yeah, but
he said as he was going.
But the image is already there. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to deal with that. They don't want to deal with that.
Of Melo that they
exactly.
They
don't want to deal with it. So you know how it is. Even in the corporate world, instead of them just dealing with it, they just cut you loose.
Yeah.
Lay you off.
But guess what? That lay you off is gonna look bad
of course.
As them like getting stars and stuff to come alongside.
I think so.
Of course.
Later on, like this is how you handle like.
I think
it definitely left a bad stain. It definitely left a bad stain.
That was disgusting.
Yeah, it was a disgusting.
So if Russell Westbrook and Harden doesn't work out, it may be over.
Listen,
which I'm pretty sure you're rooting for.
Now, on the lowest of keys. On the lowest of keys. But remember, Morey talked a lot of smack about Westbrook 2 years ago when him and Harden were going back and forth about who should win MVP that year. He was like, "Oh, you value in stats. We value winning over here. Blah blah blah. Stat pad and all that."
Be careful now. You might be starting something.
I mean, I'm just saying. I remember.
Brody might have forgot about that.
Oh, he ain't forget. No, he ain't forget. He just had to do this. But this is interesting, man.
Morey did say he came out on Twitter and he came on First Take on. He said, "We are not trading CP3."
You know that? Oh man,
he's gone.
2 weeks later,
he's gone.
2 weeks.
Snake moves.
Snake season, man.
Crazy.
Get my boy Melo on the roster, man. That's it.
Brooklyn?
That would be nice.
I would love it. I would love it.
That would be nice for the city, for the culture.
I might get season tickets to that. Word up.
At the Clays.
Give him a little two with a player option or a team option. Yeah, I'm with it.
That would be nice. So fellas, tonight I also wanted to discuss top 5 players, each position.
Let's get into it.
Going into the season next year, 2019-2020 season, because I feel like there's a lot of debate right now on who's the top player at each position. It can go a lot of ways because for some reason, everything feels more evened out this year.
Even playing
field, even on an individual level. It is more even on a team level, but even on an individual level right now, because everyone else is not going to have as much help as they normally do.
We're going to see what they really about.
Exactly. So it's going to be real interesting right now. So before we do start this, we're going to take off the injured players. Like KD, I didn't put in my list. I didn't put Clay in my list. And who else is out for the season? John Wall. I like that. Is on my list. Not on my list.
He would have never made it anyway.
That's a fact.
I'm not going to lie. The year before, I had John Wall in top 5. I'm not going to lie. So let's get right into it. So we're going to go 5-5-5-5 going that way. So point guard position, we're going to start off first. 5th best point guard in the league for me going into the season next year on my list. I'm going to go Kyrie Irving. Last year, averaged 23, 5, and 6. Gonna be on the Brooklyn Nets this year. Taking sole ownership, leadership of the team again this year. I think it's gonna be a little bit different this year because he learned his lesson in Boston last year. I think he's gonna be a better player for Brooklyn this year than he was for Boston last year. But I still think I need to see him take a step up with his point guard fundamentals, and I need him to take a step up on his defense for me to vault him a little bit higher on this list. So for Kyrie, for me, it's close, but I got him as my 5. Yeah, so I'm definitely go with Kyrie at number 5. Reem, I'm gonna start with you. Number 5, top 5 point guard in the league going into next year. Who you got?
I might be jumping out the window with this, but I'm gonna go Trae Young.
Oh, I'm not mad at that.
I'm saying he's having an amazing summer. It seems he's been hooping all over the states, open gyms and rec leagues and all this other. He's going crazy. He said he gained some weight as far as muscle mass, so he won't get pushed around, and that means that the jumper is going to be dropping from deeper. He had a good second half to the season, and I think he could just take it from that point and potentially be an all-star this year.
I'm not mad at that. I like that. Damo, what about you?
My number 5. I got Kemba Walker.
Okay.
It's a new beginnings. He's in Boston now. He's gonna have a chance to actually be in the playoffs. He's got something to prove. I got him number 5 point guard.
I like that too. I had him as my number 5 point guard last year. Oh yeah. Number 4 for me, I'm going Russell Westbrook, Mr. Triple Doubles, the 4th best point guard in the league next year. I think his numbers are definitely gonna take a dip, in my opinion, playing next to James Harden. But I don't think he's gonna put up a triple double, but I think he's gonna give you 21, 8 and 8. I see from Russell Westbrook next year, but I don't like the fit with him and James Harden because I don't like him off the ball. I need to see a little bit more, but that remains to be seen what they're going to implement. But I got Russ as my 4th best point guard. Reem, who you got at 4?
I'm going to actually go with Kemba at 4. I just feel as though, like Damo said, he has a chance to really be, in the playoffs and show his talent at a higher level. The only thing that might be missing is just we haven't seen him on that stage. So
as a leader,
how bright the lights turn on to him.
We see him as a leader though.
In Charlotte, we're gonna count that.
I can't count that because we want, like, most players get.
Ain't no egos over there.
Yeah, but
they just balling for contracts.
Most players get their name from the playoffs.
But he was trying to win.
He was trying, but he was unsuccessful.
Okay,
so this is his chance to really, like, step it up. You did say Russ, and I actually left Russ off my list.
Ooh.
Oh, he didn't even make it top 5.
And the only reason is because I
was thinking
we kind of seen the height of Russ, and he might have to take a step back to be more successful. And like we know he can produce numbers. It's just the difference making in his ability to, to do other things.
Yeah,
hit down an open jump shot. So he fell in like the 6-7 range.
We're gonna learn a lot about him again this year.
And plus, Kimba's in that, he's playing for USA, so he's coming in already.
Yes,
in shape and ready to go. So
Damo, number 4 for you.
Number 4 for me. I don't know why guys is thinking this is my guy, but he's not. But number 4 for me, I'm going with Ben Simmons because
number 4.
I got him at number 4. I can't ignore what I'm seeing these days. I can't believe my eyes. The guy's taking jump shots and he's making them.
Are they with Brickley?
Hey, listen.
Are they with Brickley, son?
Hey, listen.
We did say
hey, listen. If he comes into the season with that jump shot I'm seeing, the guy is gonna be he's gonna be wilding on the league.
Are they with Brickley?
Listen. I'm only going with my eyes are seeing right now.
Okay.
We're not even accustomed to this guy taking shots. He's taking them and he's making them right now.
Okay.
I gotta go with my eyes and see him, man.
Okay. You're a believer.
Your eyes is deceiving you because he's still like he's shooting.
It could be.
He's still
the
like he's
form
shooting
is still a little.
No. He looked like he's shooting with his right hand, but he's shooting with the left. Like the footwork is crazy.
It is.
He got to go see Chris.
But if he comes with a jump shot,
he's
gonna be trouble.
But we did say if a lot, so we're gonna see if in October.
We definitely gonna see that. Number 3 for me, best point guard in the league coming into the league next year. Number 3 for me, I'm going CP3. CP3.
You didn't even make my list. I forgot about him.
That's fine. For me, he's the 3rd best point guard.
He's in the Thunder Royale right now. He's in the Thunderdome.
He's I think he's gonna have another resurgence next year. The same way he had a resurgence coming over there to Houston, and he had to adapt his game playing next to Harden. I think whatever team he's on next year, because I don't believe it's gonna be OKC. But even if he is in OKC, the ball's gonna be in his hands a lot more. And his off-court numbers with Harden, it was still 23 points per game and 11 assists and 5 rebounds. His off-court numbers.
So you saying we're gonna see New Orleans Hornets?
I don't know New Orleans Hornets, but I'm going to go Clippers Hornets. Clippers CP. I think we're going to see more of a resurgence, and he's smarter right now. And I think he's already mentally taking that step back. He knows he's not the first star. If there's a team that he gets on that has a second star, I don't think he has a problem taking a step back, because if you looked at how he played last year, his shot attempts was the lowest of his career. He scored the lowest in his career, but he had the lowest shot attempts in his career last year. So he doesn't mind distributing the ball. And if he does get to South Beach with Jimmy Butler, with Melo, guys like that, Bam out of Bayou.
High hopes.
Over there, high hopes. Maybe Justice Winslow over there, the rookie Tyler Hero. I think those boys will be allowed to eat a lot better with CP3 distributing the ball. So I think he'll have an uptake in offense. And he was top 3 in assists last year that people seem to forget about last year. So I'm going to go with CP3, number 3 for me. I don't feel like he's taking that much of a step back. Reem, what's your number 3?
Number 3, I went with Kyrie. I just felt as though, new beginnings, and he's in a location where he can really put up the ball, and it won't be no chatter behind him
at all,
because they had a lot of dudes that wanted to prove their slot in the league. They had contract issues, people with injuries looking to get back in the realm of things out in Boston, and it might be a little tough for them making the playoffs last year with a lot of nothing and then high hopes with Kyrie, but I think he might embrace the challenge a little bit more, seeing that they look down upon him and they blamed him a lot in Boston, and he's home.
Yeah.
So his comfort level,
I think he's going to be happier.
Yeah, I think his comfort level might be a little, on the high end. So they might get a little bit more production. And New York love hot dog basketball.
Oh, yeah, you know it.
They love the handles. They love the finishes. And Kyrie.
Oh, they gonna love him over here in Brooklyn.
Yeah, he might be perfect. The media might chew him alive, but I got him at 3.
Okay, Damo, what you got number 3?
Number 3, I'm going with the Brody.
Okay.
I got Russell Westbrook at number 3. I just feel like the system that he's going to is gonna be fast paced. There's gonna be a lot of shooters there.
Houston?
I still believe they're gonna be able to play
we
fast.
We were bottom 3 in the league last year in pace.
I feel like they're gonna be running the ball a lot. They got shooters. Russ loves to run. He got the shooters he needs now. He's still gonna be. I still think he's gonna be a triple. I don't know if he's gonna still average a triple double, but he's gonna be getting triple doubles a lot next season.
Okay.
I still see him. I got him number 3.
Okay, that's fair. Number 2 for me, I got Dame at number 2. For the same reasons that that Reem was saying before. I think Dame has an ultimate green light over there in Portland. I think last year with his success in the postseason, I think now he's at the maturity level of a full superstar point guard right now. Like before, I still had questions about Dame Lillard because I didn't like that he got swept. I didn't like how they got swept. I didn't like that he got shut down by Drew Holiday. But now I feel like he's fully matured into a superstar point guard, and I really want to put him at number 1, but I got him at number 2. Reem, what you got at 2?
At 2, I'm going to go with Steph Curry.
Okay.
I just think, this is his time where he can show or remind people that the dog he was before KD actually showed up. And
I want to see it.
The one man that changed the NBA landscape between him and another light-skinned brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? That alone is like, he got a whole lot more shots coming his way. The only thing that might be concerning is how he handles the doubles, because he doesn't have that same gunner next to him. D'Angelo's perfect, but you know what I'm saying? Like, for what his workload was last year in the playoffs, I just want to see if he could repeat that for 82. But as far as the landscape in the NBA, I think he's up there. He'll be up there for sure.
Okay. Damo, what you got number 2?
My man.
Oh, okay. Steph 2?
I have to agree with Hoodie Reem. I mean, I got Steph at number 2.
Okay.
I think like he said, it's going to be a lot, on his shoulders. Once again, it's been a while, but I think he's going to remind everybody that, he's one of the top tier players in the league. And in my opinion, I feel like he's going to lead the league in scoring next year.
That's a big take.
That's a nice take.
I think he's going to lead the league in scoring, and I got him at number 2 because I don't think the team will do that well because he has to score so much. But I got him at number 2.
You know what's crazy? I actually think this man will lead the league in scoring next year. Damian Lillard. I think Damian Lillard next year is going to be the scoring champ because I think he has the more of a him and Steph have the same green light basically, but I'm going with Steph number 1, but I really wanted to go Dame number 1, so I'm not mad that y'all have Dame at number 1.
Well,
so
you were scared. I'm not. I'm going with Dame number 1.
yeah, all right, good. Dame, you had Dame number 1 too, right?
Dame was number 1, although I think Steph will lead the league in scoring, but I think, Dame is not too far behind him. Dame,
not at all.
Dame hovers
As a
around
scorer?
26, 27
I
a
like
game.
the way Dame scores better. I like because he attacks the basket a lot more. He still does a lot more work off the pick and
That's
roll.
that Oakland.
Yeah, I love Damian Lillard's game.
All right. Lillard bothered me a lot. And as the playoffs was going on, I was texting you guys or whatever. I think the issues that he found himself getting locked out of in the playoffs is going to be his adjustments this year coming in as far as like his training periods all summer long. And he was having an issue with choosing to split the double or call for a pick. So I think his decision making on top of every other skill and weapon he already has, once he figures that out, he might be one of the unstoppable point guards because he doesn't rely on the athleticism, but it's there.
I think just coming out of these playoffs that he just had gave him enough confidence in going into next year to make him feel like, he's the man and this is his time now. So,
and he did take the money, so he better be ready.
Yeah, that's why I got him at number 1.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
He showed improved.
2 guards, fellas. Let's move on over. Top 5 2 guards. I'm gonna start off here. 5th best 2 guard in the league for me. Number 5 was very, very, very tough for me. Well, a disclaimer: we're taking Clay out the list because he's not really playing next year. We're not sure, so we're just gonna take him off the list for this. So going into opening night, 5th best 2 guard. To me, it was really a tie, but I kind of like this dude a little bit better. So I'm gonna go with Devin Booker for me as my 5th best shooting guard. 26, 4, and 6 he averaged last year. Some of those numbers are a little bit empty on the losing team, but I just think he's a gunner and he's not scared of the moment or scared to take those shots. So I like Devin Booker at number 5 for me. Damo, what about you? What's number 5?
Number 5 for me, it's kind of like a 3-way. I couldn't decide between.
Too,
I couldn't decide between.
You gotta pick one.
Oladipo, CJ, and Donovan. But
number 5?
Yeah, at number 5. I'm gonna go with Donovan Mitchell at number 5 though, because I feel like he's gonna come in next year. Hey. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. I feel like the Jazz is gonna be one of those those sneaky good teams next year, and it's gonna be a lot due to the maturity of Donovan Mitchell.
You gotta give me 25 next year.
Hey, I call him the second coming of Dwayne Wade. So I think he's going to be showing out next season. Okay. I got him at number 5.
Reem, who you got at 5?
At number 5, I got Booker. I do want to give a honorable mention to JJ.
5?
To JJ Redick.
For top 5?
No, honorable mention.
Okay.
Because he kind of, as far as production at that position. But I think Booker has a ceiling that he hasn't reached yet. And he would, like you did say, a lot of empty stats, but the talent is there.
It's there.
It's just locking in the talent with the production. And I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know what's needed, but he's equipped with all the tools to get him to that next level. So he's in that tier.
Yeah.
So that's why I got him at 5.
Okay. Not mad at that. Number 4 for me, I got Donovan Mitchell. Spider Mitchell for me, number 4. He averaged 23, 4, and 4 last year. I think he's going to take a major leap forward this year. Like I said to Damo, he's got to give me 25 this year for me to feel like he took another leap forward. So I'm really high on Donovan Mitchell. I love him as an attacking guard, a 2 guard in the league. I think he's going to be one of the best players in the league soon, I think in a few years. So I really like Donovan Mitchell for me. So I got him at 4. Damo, you got at 4.
I got DeRozan. 4.
You like DeRozan?
I like DeRozan a lot, man, because he got that old man game. He got that mid-range game,
I know. He's solid.
And I feel like, people are counting out the Spurs like we always do.
Yeah.
We think all right, this is the time they're not going to make the playoffs. But you got to remember, DeJounte Murray is coming back, too. He's coming back, and I think they're going to remind everybody that the Spurs are still here to stay.
I like the Spurs. They solid.
Yeah. So I got DeRozan at 4.
Okay. Reem, what you got?
I'm going to go with Spider Mitchell. And the reason I'm going to go with him, I think he's going to benefit from having
Conley?
Conley next to him.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to open up the court a little bit more, and he's going to teach him how to be a pro at that position. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, take the right shots. And he didn't look, he had a bad season, not a bad season, he had an off season last year because I think he took a little bit more on his shoulders than he was actually ready for. And now they have a little bit of better supporting cast around him. So this might be his year to really step up into that realm. And then he is playing in the USA games.
That is true.
So that's going to give him a little add.
That's going to be great for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 3 for me, CJ McCollum. I'm going with number 3 for me. 21-4 last year. I really thought he averaged more. He only averaged 21 last year. But I guess his playoff his playoff performances really vaulted him where I felt like he
kind of stunk a little bit
in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I thought he did. He played well,
playoffs.
Especially against Denver.
Dame stunk it up a little bit.
He played very well against Denver. Remember, he closed out 2 of them games, I believe.
Yeah?
But yeah, for CJ, yeah.
But Dame doing all the damage.
Not against Golden State. See?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
All right, you got it. All right, yeah, you're right.
So I got CJ number 3 for me. Who you got number 3, Damo?
Number 3 for me, I got Bradley Beal.
At 3,
Yeah.
okay.
Bradley Beal, with John Wall out, he's going to carry more of the load. He's going to, inherit that leader role. I think he's going to have a coming out party next year. He's going to probably average.
I think he did last year.
I think he's going to do better, though, this year.
He gave you 25, 5, and 5 last year.
I think he could average maybe like 28, 27.
Okay. With Isaiah over there, too.
Yeah, he's over there, too, isn't
Thomas
he?
is over there.
Damn, Isaiah.
I got him. Damn, man. It's a sad story, man.
I know. Reem, who you got? Number 3.
I went with Bill.
Oh, okay. Damn, wait. Y'all like CJ over Bill?
Yeah.
CJ.
No, I like Bill over CJ.
No, you said it wrong then.
So then CJ didn't make y'all list.
No,
he didn't make mine.
CJ's
He didn't make your top 5 list?
Nah.
CJ McCullough didn't make your top 5 list?
Nope.
Wow. Did he make your top 5 list?
Yeah, he's 2, but Bill is 3 for me.
Bill is 2 for me. Okay.
Bill is 3 for me because CJ got it over Bill because I think he equips the ball a little bit better. As far as making his own shot, dribble handle is a little bit better. But Bill, we've seen him for the first time as
like the number
main,
1 option.
the main guy.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the production that came out of it.
I loved it.
I think they were just missing a few pieces around him, but he showed he does a little bit more than just catch and shoot. So I liked him at 3.
I saw his game mature last year, too.
Yeah.
I saw him a lot of... It wasn't just straight isolation from him, even though I did see some isolations. He was getting some pin downs, some curls.
He passed well.
Coming off the baseline a lot.
His handle got better, too.
A lot better.
Yeah.
A lot better. So I but hold on, though. How does Damo not have CJ in his top 5?
You're gonna find out.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay. 2, I got Beal. 2, you got Beal. Did you?
No, 2 I got CJ.
Oh, 2 you had CJ. I had 3 JC.
Who's your 2?
CJ 3. Beal.
2 is your Beal is your number 2.
For me, yeah.
My number 2 is Devin Booker.
Second best?
He's the second best to me.
Wow.
Devin Booker, he's going into his 5th season. Each year he's gotten better. Each year he's gotten better. He went from 13 points to 26 points. So he's still ascending.
Yeah.
And I think next year, they got a solid team. To me, I thought they could have made the playoffs last year, but I don't know what happened. Injuries and whatnot.
They're not making it this year.
I think they'll make a run at it.
Shit, you smoking whatever.
Hey, listen, I think Phoenix will make a run at it. Come on, large in part to Devin Booker. Y'all saying come on, man, but watch out for them. To make that 8th spot, they could creep in there.
Did they win 20 games last year?
No, they did not.
I think this is the year where Devin Booker shows people what he's about.
He scored 70 and lost.
Yo, he scored 26. He averaged 26 last year.
He's Phoenix. He's in Phoenix.
That's why I think some of them stats are empty. I can't give him that high.
And then you got Ayton. Then you got Ayton over there.
Better than Beal, though.
Yeah, he's better than Beal.
Booker's better than Bradley Beal.
Devin Booker is better than Bradley Beal.
No way. That is crazy, bro.
Let's go.
Yo, that's wild.
Remember I said this.
Oh, man. Yeah,
I take Damo.
Number 1, we all got the same,
Yeah,
obviously. James Harden, 36, 6, and 7. We already know.
No need to go there.
So small forwards. Number 5 for me. 5 was pretty hard for me to get because there was a few options there. So obviously we're taking KD out because for his injury. But number 5 for me, Jason Tatum is a 5th best small forward for me. He only averaged 15 last year, 6 rebounds. But I think Tatum this year, I think he's going to get you 22 to 24 points per game, be the leading scorer on the Boston Celtics. Kemba Walker is going to take a step back. He's going to let Jason Tatum eat. I think the offense is going to be run through Tatum, and I think he is going to take a major leap forward next year. All-Star berth is finally, he's going to get his first All-Star nod in Boston next year, and I think he's going to give you 23 points, 6 or 7 rebounds, 3 assists, All-Star appearance, Boston Celtics, top 3 seed with Tatum at the helm for me. So I got him as the 5th best small forward. Coming to the league. Reem, what about you? You got number 5.
Number 5, I'm going to go with Tobias Harris.
You love Tobias.
Tobias Harris. He got a bag this year, and I think there's more shots for him available because he played better with the Clippers, and did he make the All-Star? He didn't make the All-Star team.
Nah, I think he was going to.
I think he was a snub, kind of, at that point. But
he averaged over 20, though.
Yeah, he played really good, and I think, it's more chances for him to score this time around. And, he better. He got paid to be productive, and the names that's below him, I don't think are better than him.
I like Tobias. I'm not mad at that at all. You got a 5.
I had a tie between Tatum and Ingram. But I'm gonna put Tatum in there. But I was gonna slide Ingram in there because of the situation he's in now, and I think he would become the player that LA hoped he would be. But I got Tatum in number 5.
Tatum in number 5.
He's gonna have a showing out party next year.
Tatum showing out, boy. Yeah. I think so. Number 4 for me, I got PG-13 as number 4 for me. He had a very nice season last year, 28, 8 and 4. I can't believe he averaged 28. I was very surprised that PG averaged 28 last year, but I got him at number 4 this year. I think
number 4?
Yeah.
Small forwards?
Small forwards. I got him at number 4 because I think there are 3 better than him. So I got him at 4. I think he's going to have another nice season, but I don't think it's going to be as good of a season as he had at OKC last year. I definitely think he's going to take a little step back because there's not as many shots to go around. And I think the Clippers are going to play more within a system, and he's going to have more defensive assignments this year. So, Reem, who you got at 4?
At 4, I got Melo 2.0. Jason Tatum.
At 4. Okay.
At 4. And I like him because I just think, I think he's ready. He got some experience playing next to a great point guard, a demanding dude, and still shows skill sets that he could be that guy with more opportunity, more touches. And I think with him being the main focus of the offense this year, like you said, he could average anywhere from 22 to 25.
I see it.
So I'm gonna go with Tatum.
Damo, who you got? Number 4.
Number 4, I got Jimmy Buckets. We don't know what's going on with CP3, but if he ends up in Miami, he can help push Jimmy Bucket's game to another level. I think with him just going to Miami and being the only guy there, really, he's just gonna take his game back to how it was before he left Chicago. And he was in the top tier of small forwards back then. So I got him at number 4.
I'm glad you said that. I got him at number 3 for those exact reasons. I think he's going to take a leap forward next year because I think he's ready and he wants it. I feel like he wanted to be the man. He wanted the offense to run through him. And he's definitely going to get that over there in Miami. And I think having CP3 there would only enhance him or help him score a little bit easier rather than having Goran Dragic over there or Justice Winslow they got running a point over there, which I don't think is ideal. That doesn't make
no sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, he's solid as a point, but he's not a full-time point guard, let's be real. So I think Jimmy Butler with the ball in his hands too much might be a problem, so I feel like he needs a point guard over there, so I got him at 3. Reem, who you got at 3?
At 3... let's see what we got. I have PG-13. And it's going to be kind of hard because he has to share touches now with Kawhi. But I think better shots for him might equal more production for whatever reason. because he's playing with another star that can actually. He passes, but he's not it's run through me only player. So he'll get shots in his pocket, and with less pressure on him to make the shots, I think he's shown he's a really good shooter.
Yeah.
So it might be productive for him to play a little bit less to get more production off the ball.
Okay. Damo, you
We'll
got
have to go 3 to the head, Reem. I mean, here we go again. I got PG-13 at number 3 for me.
Okay.
You know, just for the same reason he was saying. You know, he's got to share the ball now with another superstar, the nice guy. And to me personally, I feel like Paul George hit his ceiling last year. I think
so.
I don't think he can be any better than he was last year. So that's why I got him at number 3.
Okay.
It's either he's gonna be what he was last year
or why I have him at
less.
4 for those fair reasons. I feel like he peaked last year, and I think Jimmy's gonna be better than him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
coming into the
think
season.
that's it for him?
I
don't think he could get any better than that.
How can he get better? Especially on this team, it's less touches. I feel like on this team, not less touches, but they're gonna be playing more within the offense. You know, OKC, y'all don't really have an offense over there.
Hey, I can't even argue.
Let's be real.
You'll find out soon enough how that's like.
So disrespectful.
No. Number 2 for me.
82 games.
Yo, chill. Number 2 for me. I'm going Kawhi. Number 2 for me. 26, 7-3 last year. I really wanted to put him number 1, but I don't want to get that disrespectful yet because I feel like next year might be a vengeance kind of year. I already know with Damo already. I already know what he's going with
there.
I already know. I know.
Listen, Bron antics is number 2 for me. You know, he might catch a hamstring attack or something. You know, he might go down. But I agree with what you say, though. I think he is going to come back with a vengeance. You know, he's got a lot of rest.
LaFell is about to do his thing this year.
Hey, that's barring no injury happens. As if an injury happens, it's a wrap. They can't miss. Neither one of them can't miss 10 games. In the West.
LeBron and AD?
LeBron or AD.
They're missing games. And Cousins going to miss you about 20. That's why I'm a little skeptical on that Lakers.
Me too. I agree.
Yeah.
But if
And
LeBron
no point guard.
But if LeBron plays 82 games, the league's in trouble.
He plays 80.
If he plays,
so hold on,
not 82
which
games.
One is it?
It's a lot of ifs. Back to the ifs.
Back to the ifs. Who's second player?
LeBron.
Wow.
He's number 2.
Okay, you got LeBron. Who you got at 2?
I got Kawhi.
Okay. You're not getting disrespectful yet.
I just think like he had a really good year, and then there was a couple of players absent in the whole realm of things with him playing. And LeBron was playing amazing before he actually went out. He didn't have to see that man to take the crown. Injuries took him. I'm just saying.
That's a good point.
You can't say it like if I'm boxing and I have to give up my belt. You didn't beat me for it.
Hey, but you could have the same argument for Kawhi before he went down when he was on the Spurs. They was beating the Warriors.
Now I'm talking
they
about,
had the
I'm
Warriors
talking about
down.
Individual play. You gotta come see me.
He didn't have to see him in the playoffs.
You gotta come see me.
But he did have to go against some top tier talent also in Greek Freak. Also as well, but
Greek Freak is not. He's an incomplete player.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. He's not a LeBron. LeBron can take over a series and win a series by himself, as we know. That's why I can't disrespect LeBron and say he's not number 1. In a bad year, he had 27, 7-7. Let's keep it real. In a bad year, and I think he's gonna come back with a vengeance. And the reason why I can't put Kawhi ahead of LeBron is because I still feel like Kawhi has to improve upon his playmaking. That to me is Kawhi's only, I don't want to say deficiency,
his
but
Achilles heel. I said it.
Deficiency? It's not that bad for a deficiency. Though. He could get better though.
But that passing out the double,
he got to get better.
Really bad.
I think Doc will improve that.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna improve on that end.
Doc is a player's coach, man.
It looked like he was closing his eyes and passing it out the double. I was like, what is that?
He does have to improve on that. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go to the pop. I'm surprised you had no Jimmy in your top 5, by the way. That was a little disrespectful. Very. Tobias and Tatum over Jimmy, that's a little disrespectful.
Put Tobias in there.
Yeah,
my bad, Jimmy.
Disrespectful. But power forwards.
You ain't have to call me out on it.
Number 5 for me, I think the fifth best power forward in the league next year. I'm gonna go with John Collins. Take a leap of faith right here. I think the Hawks. I'm a
like
big
the
fan.
Hawks. You
I
like
the Hawks. You know I like
That's
the
your
Hawks.
young boy team, huh?
Yo, everybody got a young boy team that they're like, yo, the Pacers you love.
I'm leaning towards Sacramento now, though.
Oh, okay. I like Sacramento. But the Hawks are my young. I got a season with them in 2K. Okay.
I know how you do.
Yo, the Hawks.
You changed all their attributes.
All
and all that?
no.
Their gear.
Hell, the gear. Yeah, so the Hawks is my young boy team, and I like John Collins. I watched a lot of him last year. He's hungry. He can step out. He can shoot the ball. He can post up a little bit. He's an above the rim player. He plays solid defense. He can hit the three. Got a nice little jump shot.
You know what though? I think the scouts is out on him though.
Think so?
I think next year you ain't gonna see too much of that.
He's gonna be shut down.
But he's an energy player.
Yeah, he's like
it's not like he
gave you
asked
19
for
and
ISO
9
balls or nothing like that. Like,
He's like a better version of Mike Scott to me.
oh my wow,
He's a better version of him.
Mike Scott.
Yeah.
We used to go over there with Akeem because he was telling me Mike Scott is leading the bench, Philly bench. Oh Lord. Reem, who you got? Number 5, power forwards.
number 5, I'm gonna go with Julius Randle.
Oh, okay.
He did average 20 and 10 last year, and he's going to a position where he's one of the only players that got a long-term contract from the Knicks.
Yeah.
So he's probably going to be like,
Interesting.
you know what I'm saying, like a player that they want to see develop, and he might have the ball a lot this year. So to grow on 20 and 10, his ceiling might be 26.
You know you a closet Knicks fan too.
Yeah, I don't miss a game. I don't miss a game.
Like, that's where that's coming from right there. Damo, who you got?
Yo, I can't even lie right now.
You got
man.
Randall too?
I'm gonna have to go. I forgot all about Randall.
Wow.
So thank you, Reem.
Yo, what is going on?
We got a brohood going on right now.
Listen.
Y'all came in here fighting
I was struggling with the power forward position, but I actually forgot about Randall. And he's in New York. You know, like I always say, this is either the retirement home or get the bag place. You know what I'm saying? So Randall's going to
Randolph
get the bag.
2.0.
See, I can respect Damo more now. We actually played ball together. You know what I'm saying?
True indeed.
We had a little chemistry on the court. So
True indeed.
Oh, we could ball too. Above the rim people, we could ball.
Great. Yes, sir.
We need to set that up, Just.
What?
That basketball game, man.
No, we do gotta set up a basketball game. People too, for a lot of people who listen to Above the Rim in the New York City area. I didn't get to set it up like I was supposed to, but I'm trying to rent out a gym, get a nice ball game going on, a nice full, get them Patrick Ewing knees ready, whoever listening. And a lot of y'all know who y'all are. I ain't gonna call y'all out now, but a lot of y'all know who y'all is. Need to come through, play a good game. Me, Reem, Damo.
Ain't no Ryan Hollins over here.
The Ben Gay boys.
The Ben Gay boys. And let's get it. So number 4 for me, Draymond Green. I'm gonna go with number 4 for me. I think there's 3 power forwards better than him, so I'm definitely gonna give him the 4th spot because I think he doesn't bring as much to the table as the others do. But I think he's the best out of all the rest of the power forwards to be a star in his role. So I think he plays his role well, and I always got to give him respect and credit for that. So Draymond for me gets number 4. Reem, who you got?
I'm gonna go with a returning player from injury, the unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, man.
I did forget about that.
How can I forget about this dude?
Wow, I did forget about KP.
I think it's time. He's playing.
Reem is hitting us in the head today, boy.
Wow.
I'm just saying he's playing in a new situation. I think
Is he going to be the center or the power forward over there?
I think they
got to be power forward.
Who's the center?
they got Powell over there. They got a couple other bodies.
He's definitely going to play power
He's going to play. Yeah,
Mirjai?
He's fragile too.
Salij.
You know what I'm saying? So I see him coming back with on a vengeance.
Okay. Who you got, Damo?
Oh, man, that was crazy. But number 4, I got Lauri Markkanen. I like that dude, man. He looks like, the second coming. Well, KP looks like Dirk too, but Lauri Markkanen is pretty formidable too.
Yeah,
I really did like that kid.
I like him.
He was hurt last year.
Yeah.
I like the Bulls, man. they're another young squad that I'm looking at. I'm like, they got a lot of talent over there. Zach LaVine, the rookie, Corey.
I hate him.
Zach LaVine?
Zach LaVine?
No. The rookie.
The rookie White? Kobe White?
Oh, Kobe White?
I hate his hair.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the llama hairstyle, but you know.
I don't like I don't like him. I don't like him.
His whole steez.
He's pretty good.
It's filthy. I don't like it.
Number 3 for me, I'm going with Blake. Blake Griffin, number 3. 24, 7, and 5. He averaged last year. I think he's going to take another leap forward this year if he doesn't get hurt. But who knows with Blake? Because I'm used to him getting hurt. So Blake, to me, is number 3. Reem, who you got?
Yeah, I went with Blake as well.
Yeah, it's a trifecta. Yeah.
I think he kind of had a resurgent season last year. He was kind of like emo about getting sent out there.
He was.
So, yeah, man.
He's settled in now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2 for me, Anthony Davis for me. I got his number 2. I think that could go either way. Maybe with him is number 1, but I think him playing with Bron, I think he's gonna be a better player, but I think stats wise he might take a little bit of a dip playing with LeBron because it's LeBron ball over there. So I got him at my number 2. Reem, who you got?
I actually have Giannis.
Oh, you got Giannis at 2.
I have Giannis because I think now that the scouting report might have been out on Giannis for what Kawhi.
Think so?
Just hit me out. In the playoffs, they played him a certain way, and I watched some footage lately, and I'm like, this guy can't shoot. Like the athleticism,
but he attempts.
Yes and no. It still looks really bad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Nervous.
And if you actually defend him to sit on the paint and on the drive, he still has a hole in his game where like that deficiency could cause him not to win. So that alone, if he comes back with a jump shot, with the if factor, if he does, I didn't see him at Brinkley's gym either.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He's in Greek dribbling with his brother and all of that. Nah, I want to see the jump shot. It doesn't even look fluid to me. So that's why I got him at 2.
Okay, we got at 2.
I got AD at number 2.
Okay,
but different reasons from what you said. I just think he's not going to be healthy. There's always something wrong with this guy. You know, and I'm a fan of Anthony Davis. I really like the guy, you know. And then plus, again, he's playing with LeBron.
Yeah.
We all know how that goes.
You better not turn him into Chris Bosh 2.0. Better not. AD, but you better go over there and eat, man. Get your touches, AD.
Be the man, man.
Please.
Step up.
I want to see him calling for the rock. And I got Giannis at number 1. I just think he's a reigning MVP. I got to give it to him for me personally. So I'm a big Greek fan. So yeah, I got Greek number 1.
I got him number 1. You know, and he's hungry. You seen him out there in the press saying, hey, you know, don't even acknowledge this MVP until I get it again next year. So that means, to me, he may not be in the Brickley, but mentally, you know, he's working towards, you know, higher goals. And the dude is hungry. You know, so I think he's gonna come with a whole new game next year.
Okay,
it could be scary for the league.
All that sound good, but AD's back, man.
We hope
AD's back. The dude, he wasn't hurt last year. He was playing. He was playing. They sat him down.
He's holding out.
Ain't nothing was wrong with him. His numbers were still crazy for not playing in the fourth quarter, not playing in the second quarter. Dog,
he's a monster. Man.
He's ready. And let's not forget, he's playing on a contract year. Most NBA players on a contract, they don't play.
Yeah,
they want that bag, and it's not a lock that he's gonna stay in LA.
Clutch Sports.
So he's playing for the league. He's not even playing for one location. Yeah. So it's time for those who you must have forgot. It's time for AD.
What if he pulled a Kawhi? What you said Kawhi did, man, to Toronto?
Oh,
I'm cold-blooded.
Guess what? He's young.
That'll be cold-blooded too.
He's
AD.
young.
I would love for him to be cold-blooded.
Oh man,
I would love for that to happen.
That would make great headlines.
Wow, that would be
headlines.
Cold-blooded.
Give LeBron
son.
a dose of his own medicine, but that's not going to happen because they with Clutch Sports.
And if, you know that. Come
and
on
if
now.
that does happen though, that's when my man should announce his retirement. Well, I'm done.
Rounding out the top 5 centers.
So wait,
5.
Pascal wasn't in nobody's?
Oh yeah, Pascal I didn't have. No Aldridge.
Yeah.
I like Aldridge too.
No Aaron Gordon.
Who?
Aaron Gordon from Magic.
He hit his ceiling.
Baby Blake.
I look out for Jaren Jackson Jr.
Oh yes, yeah, he definitely gets
Memphis.
consideration.
Stretch 4 or 5. I like him a lot.
He's a good dude.
Damn, no Millsap?
Nah,
He's done.
no way.
All right.
Overseas for him. I'm sending him overseas.
Shit,
We need to
over
bring that segment back, Damo. We had an overseas segment that we used to do. Centers, number 5 for me, I'm going Mr. Drummond. He's a big boy, 17 and 15. I think he's a monster on that glass. So I've always been a fan of Drummond. He just seems, he's just a monster on the glass. He just looks like he's a little lost sometimes on the court, which I hate. But I think Detroit is going to make the playoffs this year, and I think they're going to have a solid season. I think they're going to get a 6th, 7th seed this year. So Drummond, I got number 5. Reem, who you got at number 5?
I'm gonna go with the Cat.
Cat at 5?
At 5.
Wow. That's a little disrespect.
I don't know if he went in to see the cowardly line about his heart. He ain't got no heart, bro.
Damn. Okay.
Like that's when y'all talk about empty stats. He been doing it for years. He got paid before he done anything in the NBA.
Career, 24 and 12, dude?
I don't care about that. He's been to the playoffs how many times? Once,
and got served in the
Come
playoffs.
on,
Clint Capella ate his dinner.
got embarrassed, man. Like, you know what I mean? He's a talented brother. Don't get me wrong. And he's just probably out the cusp of a lot of the centers in the league. Nurkic was hurt. But as far as like what he can do with that production, I'm not sold.
Okay. I'm mad at that. Damo, who you got at 5?
Number 5, I got Nikola Vucevic at number 5.
Like, you look like you just said it off the top of the dome or something?
Nah, I had to think about it, but I got him. I got him at number 5.
Okay.
The dude, he's another one that got better.
He played good last year.
He averaged 20 and 12 last year.
He did.
And was shooting threes.
And you know the Magic are a playoff team.
I already knew you was gonna disrespect Clint Capella too.
Come on, he's a bum.
He's a bum.
He's nothing without Harden.
Come on, man. He's a bum, bro. Been saying that.
Well, I knew y'all gonna.
But I think we're gonna see another 20 and 10 year out of Vucevic. And I got.
Why
him
is
at
that so
number 5.
funny to me that y'all disrespecting Clint Capella?
I don't know why you so high on these Africans, man.
I don't know why.
Luke Bamute,
Yo, don't disrespect the prince,
Clint
bro.
Capella.
That's a prince, bro. I don't have Clint in my top 5. I almost had him in my top 5. Though.
Almost?
Yeah.
Man.
I had him All NBA 3rd team center last year.
Over who?
What, number 5? I had him over Gobert.
He's not over Steven Adams.
Oh, damn. I actually do have him over Steven Adams. Damn, actually, yeah. Now I think I would take Steven Adams over
That's
Clint
disrespect.
Capella. What, to take?
That you would take Clint Capella over Steven Adams?
That's not disrespect.
Let's keep going.
Just for the aerial assault.
Yeah.
Aerial assault. What move does he have? He doesn't have any moves. All he does is dunk.
You got the macho man off the top row. I don't know what this guy is talking about.
At least
He has
Adams
no
got
moves.
a floater that he does
Yeah,
consistently.
he has 0 moves. Number 4 for me, I had LaMarcus Aldridge because we got him. I had him listed as a center because he played. The 5 last. He averaged 21 and 9. I'm not a big
He's
fan
more
of
of a
Aldridge,
4 to
but
me.
He is more of a 4, but they got him listed as a 5. I'm gonna have him as my 4 for me. Reem, who you got?
I got DeMarcus Cousins.
I ain't have him in my top 5.
And I think he just needs a bounce back year. From where he was at, it was
What's a bounce back?
I don't
year?
think he's going to have the bounce back year in LA.
What
Not with
realistically is Cousins gonna average?
realistically, I give him 18 and 9.
Oh, 18?
Not this-
What did he average last year?
I think 12 or 13.
And then he played
No, I
half
think he
of
had
the
like 16.
average.
16?
Yeah, like
he
16.
played half of the year.
But I don't not on LeBron
He
team.
played like 20-some games.
He might be on the bench.
Wow, 18 you think he'll get you?
I think he's just
I
on
think
the
that's
wrong
high.
team, Reem.
He does shoot threes. You got to remember.
He does,
He
but
shoots threes. All it
He's
takes
not
is
gonna
two,
get those
two
touches
threes.
to get 18.
I think he's on the wrong team to have a comeback year.
2 threes, 4 baskets, and 2 free throws a game.
4 baskets with on a post
in the
up.
paint, yeah. Or
Are they gonna give him no touches to
or a
post
put,
up?
or a put back. He's a big body.
Yes.
And playing with LeBron, you know LeBron's gonna demand that he's in shape.
He did lose weight.
You know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
He
slimmed
did lose
down.
some weight though.
He ain't gonna be playing that bully ball like that though.
Yeah, I just don't like the fit over there on the Lakers for DeMarcus.
Me either.
That's
Not
just
a
me.
fan.
He could get 18 on the right team.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, who you got, Damo?
Number 4, I got Rudy Gobert.
Okay.
You know, he's a defensive, powerhouse.
You didn't say that with much umph.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about the guy.
I know.
I'm not a fan, but I got him at number 4. I gotta respect his defensive prowess.
Still disrespecting Clint. Clint ate Gobert's dinner, by the way, in 2 seasons in a row in the playoffs. I just want to let you know. But number 3, Ariel. So, but number 3, I got Karl-Anthony Towns number 3. 24-12 last year. I know you said his stats was empty. I'm a big fan of Cat. I think his game is on point. He needs to get more heart. Stop getting his dinner ate in the playoffs. But I got him at number 3 for me. I think he'll have a solid year. Who you got, Reem?
I have Ayton
Number 3.
at 3.
Solid.
Wow. So you believe what I said then, huh? About Phoenix?
It's a little high though.
I'm not bugging then, huh?
Me overall, I'm not big on the center position. I think it's a dying breed.
It is.
But Ayton seemed to be a skilled player that's just learning. He's fresh. He's
Got broad shoulders, bro.
He was a rookie last year, right?
Yeah.
But he was green, but he put up great numbers. And a little bit more physicality, get a little grown man strength to him.
And he could shoot. He got a soft touch.
Yeah, he knock off a little bit of the baby fat.
Yeah.
I think he'd be ready.
You got Damo.
I got number 3. I got Cat.
You got Cat?
I got Cat at number 3.
Okay.
I need him to get them Wolves to the playoffs though.
He needs to. He's not going
His
to do it, but
pressure
he
cooker is
needs to.
definitely at a 5.
Oh, it is. It sure is.
The talent is there. I just,
Well, he needs some more help.
Something
around
else is
him,
missing,
and
you know?
he needs to impose his will on the game. He scores nicely. They're sweet. They
the
look
talent
sexy,
is there, no doubt.
but he doesn't impose his will on the game like he should. Feel like
Right.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So I feel like number 2 and 1 is pretty similar. I had Embiid 1, Jokic 2. Who you had, Damo?
Same
Embiid
here.
1, Jokic 2.
You know
Yeah,
I'm
same?
an Embiid fan.
Yeah, I had it. Jokic really
He earned his
impressed me in the
respect.
playoffs, though. Jokic earned my respect in the postseason, yo. I'm not gonna lie, he was balling out. So I'm gonna give him some love. So fellas,
Not a game. We talking about practice.
closing out the show, crossover segment. Do it a little differently as always when the family is on. We picking 2 out of the 6 to start your team with. 2 guards, 2 bigs. So let's start off here. To build your team, taking a prime, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, Klay Thompson. For the bigs, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Dirk Nowitzki. Building your squad, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, Klay Thompson for the guards. For the bigs, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Dirk Nowitzki. Guys are building a squad,
That's interesting.
taking 2 out of 6. Give y'all a few seconds.
Dang, that's a good one, Just.
I'm ready.
Ready? Reem, who you got, brother?
I'm gonna go Ray Allen
Mm.
and Sir Charles.
Tell me why.
I think the dynamic, it gives you a balance of both. Charles is a little bit more physical, get you the boards. We talking prime. He could jump.
MVP candidate.
Yeah, he did a lot. He just couldn't shoot the tray ball. Everything else
He could a little bit though.
Nah, he was the worst. One of the worst in NBA history.
Nah, I think he can hit the tray ball a little bit.
He could.
In spot moments.
Yeah, spot moments. But overall, statistic-wise, that's when you have a guy like Ray Allen. So Charles is a big body, get you a nice pick. And then Prime Ray had it all. He could dribble behind the back.
Speak on it.
Dunk, shoot. He could do it all. Later on in his career, they deemed him as a shooter. But prior to that, he was a bucket. So that's where I'm going to go, those 2 guys.
Okay, Damo, what about you? What you got, brother?
This is a real tough one, Just. Man, I'm gonna go with Ray Allen.
Okay.
As my guard, and I'm gonna go with Dirk. Because Dirk could do it all. He could shoot the 3. He got the post game, the unstoppable fadeaway, one-legged fadeaway, and then I guess we all agree Ray Allen in his prime could do everything. He could dribble, penetrate, he could shoot, and he could pass.
could slash, he could penetrate, he could go off the dribble, he could come off screens.
And then dunking on you.
And dunking on you.
Like he dunked on T-Mac.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Dunked it on T-Mac.
Banged it on T-Mac.
I went to Reem and looked at him like,
caught him sleeping, man. You know he got the lazy eye. Man.
He couldn't see on that left side. He got him. He was on his blind side.
But yeah,
the playoffs.
Damn, you just going.
Shots.
I was coming at you for the last couple episodes. I got you. I got you.
I know.
So you got Dirk and Ray Allen.
Yeah, I got Dirk and Ray, man.
Okay.
You build a nice team around those two, man. You got some, might be a couple championships here and there.
Fellas, I'm agree with you, Damo.
Oh.
I got Ray Allen. You know, first of all, y'all know.
I knew you was going to get Ray Allen.
You know, Ray Allen, I'm sure people who know me in real life know Ray Allen is my favorite player of all time. So, that is my, it went so hard when I went to the damn playoff game. You remember?
I remember.
I went to a few playoff games. Met moms. I met moms and the wife.
This dude is a hardcore fan.
I was wilding at
I had
that
a
time.
Conversation with moms like they was about to meet for supper.
We got a photo with moms too with Flo. Shout out to Flo. Yeah, so Ray Allen's my favorite player of all time. So I'm never going without Ray Allen. I definitely think he's the best player out of the three, out of Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, and Klay Thompson. He could do it all, like you said, so I'm not going to go into those. Ray Allen was the man, and I still think he gets disrespected in the top 5'2" guards of all time, because I got him as a top 5'2" guard. I know a lot of people disrespect him and don't put him there. They have Clyde over him, D. Wade over him, Ivo over him. Some people have Vince Carter over him. So there's a lot of disrespect on Ray Allen's name of where he is in the top 5'2" guards of all time. So we should probably do an episode.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we need to do an episode about that.
Yeah,
top 5.
You could go a lot of ways on that. There's a lot of disrespect goes on that list. And I think I'm going Dirk also as well, because to me, Dirk, out of those three, Dirk is the one matchup problem that you can't account for. He's a matchup problem. 7-footer. You could put any center next to him, any kind of center next to him.
And he grabs boards.
Prime Dirk, get you 8 boards a night. And I think
he was 20 and 10 a couple seasons.
Yeah, he was. Double team on him. You leave Ray Allen open. Prime Ray. Come on. So I got Dirk. I got Ray. It was tough though, but I got those.
I was tempted to go Klay and Karl Malone.
I thought you was gonna go Klay, honestly.
Huh?
I thought you was gonna go Klay.
I was. But then I had to think about Klay. Prime Ray, man. But and then
Klay
again,
can't get you a bucket.
And then again, we don't know what Klay can do individually. You know what I'm saying? We've seen what Ray did individually.
Oh, I know you did see it.
All right, Reem.
So family, man. So we had a top 5 episode going on. I want the family out there to shoot me your top 5 going into next season for each position. We also had some Melo talk. Melo, he's getting back in the league. What's up? This might be the last time we speak on this until he gets on the roster.
Blackball me. Blackball me. How about that?
Oh, man, I tell you. Melo, get on the roster, man. And fellas, appreciate y'all joining me, of course. Family, y'all already know.
Yes, sir.
What this is.
As always, love, man.
Appreciate you, man.
It's my second home right here.
Of course, man. So family, that's episode 103, Above the Rim, and we out.